Hi everybody out there, it's Tammy Truckstop here again for another Truckstop review of Dragula Season 2. This time we are on episode 4, the Alien episode. Ooh, sci-fi. Sorry if my mouth isn't moving much. I'm trying a new look, which I'm absolutely head over heels in love with. And I can't believe I've never thought to do this sooner, where I basically just took Band-Aids and covered them on my face almost as if they were foundation. And I absolutely love this. It feels really weird, it feels mask-like, and I'm going to keep this going up. But to start things out, I absolutely love this episode. I felt like I was slightly disappointed last one with the rock and roll, but this one delivered tenfold. I loved all of it. I may not have liked some more than the others, but as an overall episode, I thought this one was fantastic. So let's start out with talking about Dolly, who I thought personally had one of the most aesthetically pleasing, beautiful outfits that I've seen on there. It looked like this mermaid, sea creature, alien goddess that came from a planet of water, and the only thing I didn't like about the look aesthetically is she had these gaffer panties on that kind of, I don't know, I just feel it muddied it up. She didn't need them. But outside of that, it was visually appealing. I do agree with what Alaska said, though, about how all it was pretty. I didn't really see this big alien story. I didn't see the character behind it beyond the actual physical, whereas the other ones told a little more of a story. And the baby scene for that, I really liked it. I thought it was funny when she said she was inking herself, but I did feel it was a little meh and understated. I see why it was put in the bottom. Up next, though, we have Abora, which is another one I'm a super big fan of, and I absolutely loved. This whole chicken look. There's a movie out there called Poultrygeist, and it reminded me of a nod to that movie. Really campy, disgusting, gross, weird horror. And I couldn't say anything more positive about this. This look was everything. If I was there in person and I saw it coming out on the stage, I would get my coins and my dollars ready because this was serving me look. And the baby scene I thought was really funny, how it went from pain in this to being like, ugh, and then cluck with an egg and just, snaps all around. I really loved it. Abora, and I love you. I hope we get a chance to talk and this and that, but such a big fan. After that, though, we have Erica Clash, and again, another person I really love, and I really enjoyed this look. It was like part Sailor Moon, part Mega Man, and all. I just loved it, and I thought it was really cute. I could see how it didn't necessarily go with the challenge per se as much, because it was more like a person who traveled through space or lived through space. It wasn't an alien, but sci-fi is such an open blanket term to however you want to interpret it, so I could see it easily falling into that. And overall, the look I really liked, and it was really well polished and really well done. That looked like it took some effort into stuff to get that perfectly. The makeup was done perfectly clean, and I just really enjoyed it. And the baby scene, though, meh. I thought it was okay. Okay, you're birthing a video game. I just thought that was okay, but the look definitely was really well. After that, we had Bitch Pudding, who at first, I didn't like this look. I just thought it was boring and passé, but then I kept watching the episode over and over again, and I really liked it. It really brought that 1960s idea of what the future was going to be through an alien. I thought it was campy, cute, funny, and I totally got the whole sci-fi retro waitress thing. And it definitely played to what they want, and I think it really played well into what the Boulet's like, where it has that really feminine, beautiful look to it, but it's also a little campy, a little weird. I thought it played into their aesthetic super well. And the baby scene I thought was really well and really cute, and I loved her baby really a lot. I just thought it was really creepy and weird and looked like a bug, and she even had a story about how the birthing scene itself wouldn't take place, and the dad, and overall top. I could see why it would definitely receive the good praise that it did. After that, though, we have James Majesty, who aesthetically, again, another super beautiful look, super well done. You could see all the meticulous detail and intel in there that went into all the placement of everything and turning into the cybernetic robot cyborg, and I thought that was really cool. I guess it just didn't aesthetically, keep me enthralled like I wanted it to. But overall, I did really like it. And the baby scene, I thought, was the funniest one out of all of them. When he said, computer noises, 001, 0110. I was on the floor laughing, because I thought the second he said computer noises, I lost it. And I thought that was really funny, smart, and witty, and very intelligent. Definitely made me think a little bit more of him on an intellectual, smart level about how you can convey your comedy. After that, we have Disasterina, who, as if you've been watching these videos, you know I'm a big Uber fan of this person. And again, it just delivers. I loved the whole campy, almost Doctor Who, like, tower head. I loved the whole... I really love this whole look, hands down, through and through. There wasn't a single thing I was disappointed with. I loved the makeup, I loved the look, the outfit, the presence. What I thought was funniest overall was his comedy. I don't know if he meant to be slightly awkward, but when he was like, I'm Disasterina, and we are here to take over, but, don't worry, it's, like, not an invasion. I thought how casually and awkward it came out really spoke to the comedy, and it really... it just made me fall so in love. It was almost Tammy Brown-esque in a way, if that makes any sense to Tammy Brown fans. It just had that aloofness, but an Andy Kaufman style of, are they in on the joke, or are they just awkward? And I loved it. I couldn't say enough. And the baby was super cute with the little eyes and the purple and the tentacles. Absolutely adorable. And he kept up that whole comedy through the birth scene. 10s across the board. And then finally we have Victoria Elizabeth Black, who delivered a completely beautiful, mind-blowing, stellar look. I was a huge fan of this. I thought it nailed it. It was disgusting, gross, creepy, came out of a nightmare. I can't praise enough how much I loved the effect of when he pulled his arms off and stuff, how it had the goo and the dripping, and oh my gosh, this was a really well-executed, professional, good look. The only thing negative I could say about it was in terms of the boule, how they were missing the drag. I can understand that. If this look was done for the TV show Face Off, or something more where you're trying to create just an alien, I could see how that would take 10s across the board. But the boulets do want a sense of femininity and a sense of drag in there. So maybe a fall or a false lash or a little blush might have boosted it, but I don't think it needed it personally for my taste. I was full hands on deck. And the baby scene I absolutely loved. It was super cute, super creepy. I loved those awkward alien click noises that were made and how he ingested the baby after. It was totally stellar. And as far as the end, I like the end. I like when they get to eat stuff, do creepy things like that. I'd be so down for that. You can give me as many weird, creepy testicles, parts, this, that, and I'll eat them all. I could see how Dolly went home, though, just because, he sat there with a knife and fork and casually ate it and this and that. And maybe that was his mindset going into it, was to be so etiquetely casual and polite about it that it was almost as if you were just eating regular food and you were not bothered by once what anything of this was made of. It's just, I'm sitting here eating dinner. But the other two really delivered in their ravishing of this gross, disgusting food that the boulets prepared for them. And 1,100,000,000 points go to Erica Clash for throwing up on the tray and then actually ingesting and licking it back. That takes dedication, and I'm sure that's the reason you stayed over Dolly, is when they seen you do that, they seen the commitment and the strength that you have to want to continue in that. So that's it for this one. I was a big fan, and the next video should be coming up soon. Thank you much for staying in tune, and thank you much if you've, kept up and watched all of my videos. I really appreciate it. Small shout out to Disasterina for following me. I feel like my own celebrity now. So if you're watching this, I love you. And if you are watching this, subscribe and please follow and watch. I'm going to keep up with this. And then when I finish this, I'll probably do a review series where I re-talk over the first season and other things. Maybe give one where I talk about other queens that are maybe not known through either RuPaul's or Dragula, but I think are just as interesting to watch, and art and whatever I want to do. Thank you for tuning in to the Truckstop Review.